Hello, it's July 6th, 2018, and the story just came out a couple hours ago about Randy Bryce and some former arrests he's had. Um, I just think I have a little bit of a unique perspective on this, so I thought I'd make a quick video on my phone because my camera's in Europe right now. Um, I got to know Randy during the Act 10 stuff, and he was involved in that, and he is who you think he is, or he was who you think he is. And I remember specifically, this is really why I'm going to this. I was at the 2012 DPW convention in Appleton, and I ran into Randy and I talked to him, and he was running for assembly at the time, and I asked him if he had a campaign manager. He said no. And recently I had been involved, I went through ADLI, which is it stands for Advanced Democratic Leadership Institute. It trains people for mostly local elections, but it's some basic training on how to run elections. I saw Sandra Milkey, who was the person who had organized it the year that I'd went, which I believe was 2012. I saw her, and I brought Randy up. And introduced her, and I said, hey, this guy potentially could use a campaign manager. And she basically looked at me like, why the fuck are you talking to me? Who are you? And that she just looked at us and kind of did that thing, and then basically got out of there. So we go from that reaction from the establishment towards Bryce to today. He's got the full backing of the party, and including the DCCC. Now that okay, I'll go into a little more exposition. I remember talking to Randy and being on a post with Randy in 2016. He was a Bernie supporter. He gave up too early, in my opinion, but I'm pretty hardcore about that stuff. So, maybe that can't be held against him. But that whole campaign and that whole rollout, that was very high profile. It was well polished. The kind of money that got invested in him early in that campaign, I don't think came without compromise. This wasn't a $27 donation, slow build up. He got the support of some people in the party who I don't like what they stand for, and it's not for no reason. And I think a lot of Bernie people are excited about him and the strides he's come, and it looks like he might potentially win this. But keep in mind, that's good for the DPW. They need a win here and there so that they can pull in progressives. It's like a vacuum. If we never won anything, people would give up in the Democratic Party. And I'm on his mailing list and all that, and I see how they're using him as a tool to raise money for other things. So they're really using the hell out of him and his spirit. And again, I think he mostly is now who everyone thinks he is. Just some compromises have had to have been made, and just with the backing. I mean, trust me, Yeah, Bernie Sanders supporters should be weary. I've seen some interviews with him, and I guess I'll say no more. Those are my stories, and you know, I'm not voting for Democrats or Republicans, and I don't live in Wisconsin, so it doesn't really matter for me or in his district. But I think he's done better than the Democrats ever could have wanted, and I think he's helped them in so many ways. Win or lose, he's already achieved his objective for the Democratic Party, and that's what I just got to say. And keep your eyes open. I know he seems like a Bernie Sanders dream, but if I was voting for Democrats, I don't even know if he'd have my vote. By the way, this stuff about his arrest and stuff. This everyone in Wisconsin connected to politics knew about all this stuff. I knew about it way back, 2012 already. No secret in anything that has come out. Another thing, I'll just go into this very briefly. He didn't get arrested those last 2 times until I believe he knew he was running for election. So really, I don't want to call it fake activism, but he got arrested those 2 times when he knew he was in a campaign, and he hadn't gotten arrested for true activism before then. So there were more of political arrests. It's out there. I've been arrested with Occupy Homes Minnesota, and I had no ulterior motive. I'm never going to run for anything. And when he wasn't running for anything, he never got arrested for anything. He didn't get arrested in Act 1. I risked arrest. I don't know that he did. All right. This is my 7.5 minute video on a crappy phone, and I don't look the best. I just got back from Europe. All right. I'm going to be starting a YouTube channel, and it's going to be more interesting. So keep your eyes peeled, and I expect some blowback. Well, that's okay, because this is just what I know and what I've seen, and this is what I've known the guy. All right, talk to you guys later.